Hi guys, it's Penguin Party. Sorry I've not been uploading lately, it's just that I've been busy with life lately, but I'm back and today I'm going to be ranting on Kirby and the Forgotten Land. My overall thoughts on the game? I loved it, honestly. Just for being the first 3D Kirby game, I was having high hopes and it delivered here. Let's dive in. First off are the graphics. The graphics here look really nice in my opinion, everything's nice, bright and colorful, and even in the dark moments, you can still see how beautiful the game looks, which was really nice in my opinion. Because sometimes when you have a game, it gets a little too dark and you can't really see well, but here I haven't had any problems with that, so that's a good thing. Another thing that I really like is the soundtrack. The soundtrack here is really well made. It is my personal favorite Kirby soundtrack. That probably has to go to a Superstar or Star Allies. Those are my top two, but here is definitely top 5. My personal favorite thing about the game is the gameplay. I love the gameplay here. The Kirby feels amazing to control, and even with the copy abilities, I haven't had any problems with controlling them. Mouthful mode is something really cool. Here's the thing, as shown by the memes on the internet, Kirby can wrap his mouth around things, and he can become a car or other things. They feel really nice to control as well, and they're fun to play with. My personal favorite one is Car and Cone, and also really like Ring Mouth. The copy abilities, like I mentioned earlier, are back, and even so, they're not that many. They're still really fun to play with. My personal favorite one has to be Cutter. Needle and Bomb are tied for number 2. The level design here is amazing. It's a linear game, but it's in the style of Mario 3D World, where it's linear, but you have a ton of freedom to explore, and they reward you very well with exploring. Because this game has a lot of secrets, which it does benefit from, because here's the thing. If you explore, you can find upgrades to your copy abilities, and they can, change up the way you play at times. For fire, for example, you can have, a projectile or a longer range, fire breath. But that's just one but that's just one of them. There's many more. With some of them are spoilers, but I'm not gonna say them because this game is still fairly new and I don't want to spoil much. Even so, I do have a lot of positives about this game. There are some downsides that are, one major, but some are more minor and just depend on the person. Here's the major one, the animations of the game. The animations here are nice and everything. They actually make the game feel very cinematic, especially with the new dodge move that they add. But here's the thing about the animations. They drag at times. Here's the thing. You know, in games when you have something farther back, they cut down the animations just to, make the game run smoother. That happens everywhere in the game. To the point that, if you're standing next to something, it'll happen. And just some animations in general are just very choppy. The best example is when you have a piece of paper and you hit it. It's just not a smooth animation. Same with hitting a cane at times. So yeah, so the animations do stutter a lot in this game, and just some are just very choppy. And the more nitpicky downsides, but it just depends on the person. Personally, I didn't really mind them, but I'm just gonna put these out there so people know what they're getting into. This game is not too hard. It's fairly easy, which I don't mind because I like games where I can just relax with. But if you want a challenge, this game won't really provide you one. There are some challenging moments, but not a lot. And also, the lore of this game, there's almost no lore throughout the entire game until the very end. They just dump it on you. Which again, I don't really mind, but if you want a game that won't do that, this is not the game. And also, the copy abilities here, some of them are just broken. Not in the way you're thinking, they just break the game. I'm talking about they'll literally just make the game even easier. The secret one that you unlock after you beat the post-game content, which this game does have post-game content and does it really well actually. That was just broken. I was able to do the Z Cup in tournament, and I was just set with that one. Some other ones are the remote control bomb, which which from what I remember, that one has been showed off already in a Nintendo thing. But yeah, but some of the copy builds are just really broken and can just make the game unbalanced. But otherwise, again, I love this game. For being the first 3D Kirby game, it, again, made the transition really well here, and it's surprisingly very well made. Like, it's very cinematic, it has a great soundtrack, and it's just, again, very impressive for the first time. So I honestly can't wait to see what the series has in store for us again. Maybe we can get like an open world Kirby game, or maybe we can get like something like Planet Robot Triple Deluxe, where like it expands on the ideas from Return to Dreamland and makes it even more grand adventure. Whatever they do, I hope it's as well made as this, and that they add Mirror back. That's my personal favorite copy ability. I want to see it back again. But otherwise, that's my rant. Hope everyone has a nice night.